Today we're looking at an Imagine 2660 BS. This is a 2024 model from Grand Design. The BS on it stands for bed slide. It's got two entries going inside. We're going to take a look at the interior and then we'll come out and take a look at the exterior, and I'll kind of mention some of the features as we go along. So as I walk in, you can see this really nice front kitchen here with a lot of good counter space and storage. You've got your first slide right here. There's two slides on this unit, one in the rear in the bedroom, but we'll get to that in just a minute. So first of all, you can see a lot of storage here in the kitchen. Grand Design, of course, being known for quality, and ooh, that's really cool. I've seen these in the reflections. I didn't know they did it in the Imagine as well. It looks like that's a removable insert there. Very cool. So way to kind of organize your utensils, or your forks, knives, spoons, whatever. But yeah, good storage, solid quality on these. These are awesome. If y'all haven't seen these, you can basically put these in where you need them, so that way your pots and pans aren't jiggling around while you're traveling. So that's a really cool system right there. But anyways, yes, good quality from the Grand Designs. You've got solid wood construction. This is European poplar on all of your doors, drawers and cabinets and things like that. So keep that in mind. It's very, very solid. Your countertops as well, I've mentioned this quite a few times. The countertops are Formica countertops and they've folded. So rather than having like that piece of trim that'll tack on, that'll start to fall off over time because you're getting water from the kitchen and mildew and things like that, that's going to last a lot longer, which is, of course, kind of the purpose of Grand Design. They're one of the only manufacturers that warranties for full-time living. That's part of why, because they have a bit of a superior product to some of the others that are out there in the market. So nice big 12-volt fridge from Furrion. And there are solar panels mounted on all the roofs of the Grand Design units. Okay, so your solar panel will be charging your battery. Your battery will run that 12-volt fridge. Now, once you hook up to power, it will switch over to the 120 connection instead of the 12 volts. So it'll go off of either one. But if you're out boondocking and you've got a little bit of sun, then your fridge will still be staying cold from that power that you're getting from the sun. So. Okay, as we look at kind of the main living space, you've got the U-shaped dinette right there. You got your TV and some storage, and then across from that, you got your Thomas Paine recliners. There is a heat and massage feature on here, as well as a LED light strip. So those are really comfortable chairs, and I've mentioned before too that the material on these chairs is not the same that it used to be, that pleather stuff that starts to kind of peel off. Real glossy type is what it used to be. They've changed that material, so you should be solid on your Thomas Paine chairs now. Let me pick this up. Looks like it blew off. Something to note about the U-shaped dinette. This table can come down and make the bed for you, and of course you'll pull off the cushions and put it on top. That's pretty common with dinettes. This one in particular has an ottoman, which hopefully y'all can see this well. This is removable. The ottoman will open, so there's storage that you'll keep in there, but you can take this ottoman out, and these cushions at the back here are just attached with Velcro. So you can pull those back two cushions off, pull the ottoman out, and then you've got just a booth dinette, regular booth dinette. So keep that in mind. There's not really space for storage under the booth. You've got your heat ducts off of the floor, which is common with the Grand Designs. Actually, every single Grand Design, they pull the heat ducts off the walkable flooring because they're known for insulation and good construction, and you can't cut into your floor without compromising both of those. But anyways, and then they've got your breaker box and fuse box on this side, so there's not storage under those. Keep that in mind. But the space is still utilized for your heat ducts and your electrical. So there goes that again. I guess we'll pick that up later. Okay, moving on. Again, nice solid door. The door is like actually probably the most noticeable part about the wood quality. The door is like extremely heavy. Very, very solid. I mean, this is probably nicer than the doors in my house. So anyways, moving on. Porcelain toilet. Again, common on all of the Imagines, you'll have a porcelain toilet. Got a little bit of storage and then access to your plumbing under there for your sink. Little medicine cabinet. You do have a temperature control for your tankless water heater. Again, keep in mind with any Grand Design product, full timing is a big part of it. And so having a tankless water heater from Furrion, which is 60,000 BTUs of heat, that is awesome, because that means you can get as long of a shower as you want in the morning, which is important to me. That's how I wake up. So anyways, plenty of space here in the shower. On height, I'm 6'2", and without this sunroof, I'd be squatting a little bit, which isn't the end of the world, but it is nice that I can stand up straight. Mostly it's the arm room that's nice. Even with this door closed, I'm gonna have plenty of arm room and be able to move around and kind of shift. So super good. Little bit much as far as like the roof is a little small for me, but I'm 6'2", so if you're, 6 foot or under, that should be perfect. Oh, and it's worth mentioning too, this is where your second entry door is located. A lot of people really like that because guests can just come straight into the bathroom without having to walk through the rest of the camper, which is a nice touch. And then also if it gets stinky in there, it is nice. You do have the vents. In fact, actually this is just a skylight, but I'll show you guys that as well. But you will have the vents, but at the same time, you don't necessarily need a vent in your bathroom because you can open the door. But if you don't want to open the door, you do still have the vent anyways. So, okay, moving on. We'll head to the bedroom. Again, this is your second slide back here. First main slide is right here, your kitchen slide, okay? When we come back to the bedroom, again, BS stands for bed slide. The bedroom on this one is nice. There's not usually bed slides on the Imagines because the bedroom is at the front of the unit. And if you have a slide on the front of your unit, you're typically not half-ton towable because that's too much weight that you're adding from a slide out all right onto the ball hitch of the truck. So this one, they intentionally put the bed slide at the rear of the unit, so that way it's still a half-ton towable trailer. So keep that in mind for those of you that are worried about towing, if you've got a 150 or 1500 Ram or whatever it is. So hanging storage on either side. You got a spot for your TV that you can mount right up there. They've got these new deals on the 24s where you can set your phone on and charge it, or you can pull that up and you've got USB. So pretty neat little contraption there. And you can also use it as an office, which I think is really cool. If you want to put a chair right there and just use this as an office space, that is perfect. So it's always going to be storage under the bed. The bed is going to be 60 by 80 queen, so it's always a true queen. And probably want to swap the mattress out. Like all the manufacturers, the mattresses are kind of cheap. These are not too bad. Actually, I could probably sleep on this because it's pretty firm. But just keep that in mind. A lot of times you want to switch out the mattresses. So a lot of good storage in here too. Plenty of space for pants and folding clothes, but then also the hanging storage. So 2 ACs also on anything Imagine. The full-blown Imagines are all 2 ACs now. Okay, you'll have 2 Furrions, you'll have a 13.5 in the bedroom and a 15K BTU in the main. All of them operate the same, where you can open this and pull it straight from the dump, or you can close it up and it sends it to the ductwork. And both of these ACs can feed into that ductwork. So worst case scenario, one of your ACs goes out, your other one you can send through the ductwork and still keep your camper cool, which is a very, very welcome feature. And it's also worth mentioning, you've got a thermometer for this one, you've got a thermometer for that one. So 2 separate thermostats. I said thermometer, but you guys know what I mean. Something I sometimes fail to mention, this is your main control panel. You'll see that you're monitoring your tanks as well as your battery. Of course, battery's going to say low because I don't actually have a battery on it right now. But all of your tank fills are going to be right there, or tank amounts, so fresh, black, gray, and your second gray, and then your battery. And you can actually use Compass Connect. There's an app that you can get, and you'll connect to this via Bluetooth, and that way you can run your slides and your lights from outside of the camper from your phone. So, okay, let's take a look at the outside. If y'all have any questions on the inside, guys, let us know in the comments. I try to pay attention to the YouTube channel and respond to all of the comments, so just let us know. One massive awning on this one, spanning the entirety of the trailer. By the way, something to watch out for, I actually learned this through trial and error. Whenever you have an awning like this next to the door, make sure you're not leaving the door open and then opening the awning, because obviously you're gonna run into the door. So open the awning first, then be careful when you open the door. You won't really have to worry about that one. But okay, we'll talk about tires for just a second. So Grand Design, again, being full-timer, trying to have kind of the premium product. They've got Goodyear Endurance tires, which have a 5-year warranty. The first year is kind of like a no excuses, no questions asked type deal. You'll see the red drums. They're a little difficult to see. Let me see if I can zoom in here. There we go. Hopefully that's clear enough for y'all. But the red drums indicate the new ABS system, the anti-lock brake system, which will help you if you're going on ice or if you got a lot of wind. It can keep you from kind of fishtailing out on the road. So very, very nice feature. Good tires. You've got galvanized steel up in your wheel wells. God forbid that you ever get a blowout, but if you do, there's not going to be as much damage because of that galvanized steel. So this is just your tankless water heater. We mentioned this inside. You're always going to have a black tank flush and a gravity fill. This is your gravity fill for your fresh tank. So pull a hose up to there and it'll just trickle it right down into the tank. Electric tongue jack's going to be standard. You'll always have your light and then your up and down feature there. You'll have your 25-pound propane tanks, and your fresh battery will mount right there, which if you do business with us, we give that to you as a complimentary deal. So we feel like if you buy a trailer, you should probably get some propane and a battery to operate it with. This one's a little different because it's a front kitchen. Normally you have a pass-through storage at the front. Obviously this is not pass-through, but you do still have your docking station, and it'll be the same as on all the Imagines. There's your solar charge controller, 40 amp now. Old school was 25, now they're 40 amp. You'll have your prep for your tire length, which you can attach it to the stems. You'll get a kit. You'll attach these TPMS sensors on the stems, and you can set your PSI parameters from an app on your phone. That way, if your tire pressure gets off, you'll be notified immediately. So that can help while you're traveling to prevent a blowout. You have good tires, but blowouts are most commonly caused by either too much heat, the tires get too hot, or air pressure getting out of whack. So, okay, you can run your hose wire down through here. It will come with this, so you can hook this up to your outdoor shower, your hot and cold temperatures right there. That'll be your main connection for city water or your tank fill, which will be this lever, fill your tank or hook up to city. And then you've got disconnects for both your battery and your solar. If you pull out the disconnect for the solar, all that's going to do is stop this bad boy from sending charge from the solar panel up on the roof to your battery. Since we don't have a battery, I have it pulled out. Once you're on the road and you've got a battery, I just go ahead and leave that plugged in. And then the battery disconnect, this will pull all the power from the 12 volt. The only thing, if you pull it out, it's cutting off all that power. The only thing it's not going to cut off is the CO2 detector on the inside. Okay, so keep that in mind. Couple of slides, as I mentioned before. We'll come over here, you'll see your dump station. You've got gray and black. That's going to be for your bathroom. There is one dump station at the front because it's a front kitchen. So you'll have a gray tank up there for your sink. But other than that, all of your bathroom water from the toilet and the shower and the sink in there is going to come right out of this dump. And you've got it is a little under the slide, which is kind of tricky. I mean, it's kind of an odd floor plan for Grand Design, but it's not too difficult because you've got it mounted right here. So I'm not having to climb up under the slide or anything. You got your storage, by the way, for your stinky slinky there too, your sewer hose. Little bit of storage here as well. This is kind of the bed over top. You got the storage inside, but then there's some outside with that tough ply here to keep it from getting scratched and dinged up. So very welcome. And then I'm gonna see if I can squeeze by this fence right here. Here we go. Your power cable, always gonna be 50 amp on your Imagines, your full blown Imagines, because you have two ACs. So you gotta have that 50 amp connection. You got your ladder for access to your roof. That way you can get up there and check your seals. Access your solar panel. If you want to attach a new solar panel, you can. You can do up to 2 on the current charge controller. And then prep for a backup camera. Again, comment on the Grand Design. So, I've mentioned before about the insulation. Having the ladder on the back is a good sign. It means you don't just have a hung wall, you've got a laminated back wall. And it also means you have a walkable roof. If you don't have a ladder on the back of your camper, there's a good chance that you've got a hung wall, no insulation, cheap construction, or that you have a terrible roof and you might fall through, which is not good because you need to be able to get up to your roof. So I think that about covers everything. If I missed anything, let me know. We'll see you guys on the next video, and thank you for watching.